Welcome to another fun stream.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after—
The Traveler would be the most suitable—
Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask to help? Well, let me go over it briefly.
Rift Hounds? On Narukami Island?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking the sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance. Good. Then you can—
Is the Tenryu Commission?
Yes. And they are up their main priority. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work. You have our deepest gratitude. I will mark on your map the areas—
Relax. We'll be back before— They're attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
Let's light it up!
Useless! Cool it! Evil conquering! Here! Worthless! Here! Worthless!
Let's
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryu Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them!
Useless! Dodge this! Don't get frostbite!
to ashes! Everybody stand back! Torn to oblivion!
Shogun? Wait,
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution.
okay, sounds more like it. You sure made short work of them!
I'm making early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being
Might I remind you that I am not here to... Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here. If the Shogun, rather than I, were to discover them, yes.
Why?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the tribe. But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura.
A disaster?
Yes. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claw. So that's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. But an excess of caution is not...
Guess you can't argue with...
Since we are both here for the same reason, from the traces they've left in the surrounding area...
Paimon feels so safe. Oh yeah, after we've... This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Off we go!
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to...
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glow? Huh? What's this? Could they be dead? What?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this.
What happened here?
Who are you? Run quick while you still can! The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, we will defend Inazuma until our dying... You beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They are merciless. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look!
Not right now. The almighty Shogun is gone. So I don't know how long we can hold out for.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please.
Calm down.
Over.
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and there are no monsters.
What? But how? I saw them tear my comrade to shreds.
Hey, calm down. Everything's...
I think I understand. Yes, thank you. Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin.
If I am not mistaken, the sacred Sakura can absorb an entity formed with strong purified filth quickly dissipates and will...
So the memories of...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had but my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal. I could tell that, although neither...
So, Inazuma...
Indeed. I never had the chance to... But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated.
Hey!
Yes. For all my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer But, after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the century. Moving forward inevitably invites... Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses, all those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives as Inazuma's god. Warriors of the past who spilled your blood. I will never
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Adventure time!
As expected, there are a load of Rift Hounds here too!
Leave them to me.
Shine down! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish!
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply Although I have some understanding of the situation already, I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable
Makes sense! The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. Hey, the same light is leaking out again!
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off.
Fighting a battle in a distant land?
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all...
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in your excellence. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has... I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. After all, it's...
What should we do? Yeah. Sheesh.
I see. So, most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. And now the Almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason. Imagine if this was something that even the Almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to? People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having But me, I have no... The Almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams, just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions... One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. So you see, as bleak as...
Perhaps.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the But I suppose it doesn't matter. Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth. Oh, goodness me. The Almighty Shogun comes to visit, and I don't have the tea ready. Truly, one moment, I'll just... I hope the others didn't smash it to smith...
Can't see it.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves.
Don't worry about it. Take a...
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No. You're...
This place is... complicated. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the Almighty Shogun. I can't decide whether it's a final regret.
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
It's the Traveler. And the Almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellence?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yash...
Oh, sure. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, Almighty Shogun. Oh, and...
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time...
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the Almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had...
Indeed we did. It was, in her eyes, the most precious things in this world. They are similar. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations like now.
Wow. Her sure...
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. And ambition is a yearning for something that Makoto was more concerned...
That's...
To put it simply, I didn't understand. I suppose what it comes down... Yes, it does. But in the last analogy...
Do you feel you're starting...
You have already but now...
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in...
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I...
It's all good, sir.
Let us return. We ought not keep...
Worthless!
Hey, he wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself.
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have...
So, we didn't even have a...
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea... I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. The tea is ready. Please... So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But I've been reminded of many people, too. Back at the Yashiro Commission, the events of 5...
She died in that disaster too?
Yes. Unlike me. But this time... Yes. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. So it was there that we bid each other a final farewell. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity.
That's quite...
When I returned to Inazuma, that's exactly what everyone back... No one questioned it. In the end, with the help of the sacred Sakura...
This is all really hard done.
Yes. I once told myself that but even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that
Brother? You mean to say that he was somehow...
Based on what we've learned so far?
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing, and also... my mind was consumed entirely with the so...
Oh, well, boy.
With this last cup of tea? Thank you, Destiny.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last. Once again.
Hey!
Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. We'll deal with the... Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too! Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, man. They're coming back.
Don't!
Danger is our duty, ma'am.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak...
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment—
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now, just the sight of you appearing before us once more, this hope is the light that will guide it.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but...
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
up!
Oh, so sorry. Cool it.
Boring! Eyes on me!
Disappear! Here! Here! Worthless! Prepare to die, fool! Here! Worthless!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never.
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. The monsters will definitely come back. And when they quickly escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City and
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun,
Well, what are you?
we will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We are brothers in arms. As long as we...
just leave it. But the almighty Shogun is the only one, no matter what kind of threat faces
Thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make the...
Don't worry, Your Excellence. With you leading us, we...
Glory to the Shogun!
Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always... The result being that in the centuries since... You could take the view that whatever... But even so, they are due a resolution.
Well, Paimon...
Thank you for your comforting words. I used to think just like that, but what Inazuma needs more than a warrior, even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was. Yes, they are. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma, and with it, new, no matter how long it takes. I am committed to bringing this to... Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work.
Alrighty then. It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over. She seems to have changed a lot. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on. What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like the situation... No need. I need to go to the cave.
Why? What?
A battleground. One where I...
ensure your safety. Yeah!
We're finally here.
Whoa! Where'd the Torii Gate come from?
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. It looks like...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is... Where are we go? Paimon! Whoa. This place... Look, it's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that—
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of it. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or I'm here to show you my... We are both warriors. And the The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun, as she indicates. Once I started entertaining the idea of change, but inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal Hey, showdown with the Shogun?
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself... I would not try to change her.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you hack it through or something? But they both...
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all. It inherits A's pain. Every action undertaken is for the sake of determination, courage, love. Only rules shall... Those were my thoughts when I created... Now, they are tough. You wish to make yourself my... I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Ends now. Weak, pathetic, weak. Inferior. There is no escape. Dead. Now you shall perish. The Kitsune sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Inazuma shines eternal! Pathetic. Weak. Shine down! The divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time. There is no escape. Torn to oblivion. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess has not... But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
In this realm of she was built to resist erosion. Her will...
Then, does that mean...
Maybe. But I have to prove... If I don't do this, this is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries. And 500 years ago, humanity here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices. It is about time I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does, I fight for the everlasting future. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that during my absence.
But then...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got kicked out. Oh, what do we do? She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, and has a history of rushing it. What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she... Yeah, we should help. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the fight? Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to it. Oh, but we also can't get... Okay, well, first things first. We gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Oh, you're right. Who knows if...
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else...
But you're...
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date. Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable, presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting and rushed into it without thinking? Well, so you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help?
Is she playing dumb? She's doing...
Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that all I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard, it's a little...
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer a...
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different. Anyway, we needn't worry about the deep... First things first. Now then, I always have my ways. It's to the outsider. The realm of consciousness is a very abstract. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm.
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it...
Yes, no need to try and understand. Everything is turbulent. This is precisely...
What? Alright, well...
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's... Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Huh? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And this is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Over countless battles, not once have you lost. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you? For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. Yes, you have endured. I will endure forever. Purge all obstacles! Shine down! This, I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace. You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than anyone else. Yet, And whenever I think of this, I feel something stir the blade that I inherit. I noticed it also. This power is beyond This blade belonged to Makoto. When I clasped it was at once a familiar... You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. From this day forth, I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. You truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will... But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance... It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make... I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... Well, you helped... There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please, but... Everything happened so suddenly. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Ina's... I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this, but I know that this must have been an extremely arduous... Don't look down on me. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Here, take it. But it is you who must take...
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the... No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Eternity is a
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood. Perhaps that is the reason why you were... And yet, that sense of disorderliness...
I don't fully understand.
Well,
I know what you mean. Without the sacred sakura...
I know you've always perceived that you've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred sakura and
No. But I understand why now.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it...
The sacred sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see...
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages, and obviously I played my... It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place. Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed an... Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of... The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside. So it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared. My first thought was, but it turned out you had come to rescue me. You too have my thanks.
A, how are you?
My body has fully recovered, and the show...
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really... After all, you saw Mako.
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She even... It's all thanks to her that Inazuma... I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did.
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma, Makoto and you are Inazuma...
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because...
Makoto said the exact...
Great minds think alike, I wonder, does that qualify me to make... Actually, no. Forget that.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is the Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, after that, I will...
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking for...
Hey, Traveler! Remember that pit at the bottom of the chasm? You know, the one that the giant pillar smashed into. Paimon took a quick peek before we left last time. There was some kind of